Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn a problem on cantilever beam subjected to combination of point load and UDLs. So let me explain one problem, that is a cantilever beam. So today class already we learned that is cantilever beam subjected to point loads and cantilever beam subjected to UDL entire span and cantilever beam subjected to multiple point loads. But today class is cantilever beam subjected to combination of point load and UDLs. Okay na, half portion is UDL and one is point load with the UDLs subjected to point load. So the problem is a cantilever beam 3 meters long carries a UDL of 10 kilonewton per meter. So UDL units is 10 kilonewton per meter over a length of 2 meters, that is from fixed end. So UDL placed from fixed end, that is length is 2 meters, and a point load of 5 kilonewton at the free end. Okay, and next point load at the free end, and calculate. So he required a maximum slope and deflection, given. So E equal to, using the values E, Young's modulus. E is nothing but Young's modulus or modulus of elasticity, and I equal to, I is nothing but moment of inertia in the units in mm power 4. So there is required a multiplication or conversion of units. Why? Because these is units in meters, but here Young's modulus and moment of inertia is in units of mm and mm, but here length in meters. Load with the no problem with the load. Why? Because here units in kilonewtons and here units in kilonewtons. The main problem with the length, that is given in the problem, length is in meters, but Young's modulus and moment of inertia in the units in mm power 4. So there is a required a conversion of units. So let me explain later. First, for this problem we are going to draw a diagram. So that is cantilever beam, one end is fixed, other end is free, and 3 meters carries 3 meters long. So this is 3 meters long, span length is 3 meters long, and a UDL of 10 kilonewton per meter over a length of 2 meters from fixed end. So this is a fixed end and this is a free end. These fixed end assume as letter A, and these free end assume as letter B. So this length is 2 meters from fixed end, 2 meters from fixed end. So acting carries a UDL, these 2 meters span acting a UDL. So that is UDL is 10 kilonewton per meter and fixed end. A point load of 5 kilonewtons at the free end. So at the free end is nothing but this is a fixed end, this is a free end. So at the free end is nothing but here the point load acting at a free end. That point load is given as a 5 kilonewtons. So these 2 meters carries a UDL, and the remaining span length 3 minus 2, the remaining span length is 1 meter. So this span length is assumed as L1 and this span length is assumed as L minus L1. Okay, and for this cantilever beam, for the calculation of maximum slope and deflection, you required a bending moment formula for this point load and this UDL. So you can draw a bending moment diagrams separately for both loads. That is, one is the UDL and one is the point load. Why? Because this is a cantilever beam. but in the simply supported beam you can draw a diagram with the combination of point load and UDLs shown in one bending moment diagram. But here for the cantilever beam, you can draw a point load and UDL separately diagrams, BMD diagram separately. So this is the point is assumed as C. So this is the reference line at A. So this is the reference line at B. So this is the reference lines at C. So this is the baseline for BMD due to point load. BMD due to 5 kilonewtons load. BMD due to 5 kilonewtons load. And so this is the baseline BMD, baseline for BMD due to UDL, that is UDL 10 kilonewton per meter. This is the baseline for UDL and this is the baseline for point load. And for the drawing of BMD for point load and UDL, you required a moment values, bending moment values. So first BMD values due to 5 kilonewtons load, due to 5 kilonewtons load. Okay, for 5 kilonewtons load, these diagram you can assume as like a cantilever beam, only 5 kilonewtons. For only bending moment diagram for 5 kilonewtons, these diagram you can assume like this. Okay, and these diagram coming with the deduction of these UDL, only point load acting at a free end. This is B and this is A. Okay, thus overall span length is 3 meters. Okay, and you can find the bending moment values for this diagram. For this diagram, reference diagram, so the moment at B equal to 0. First point, moment at B equal to 0. And next point, moment at A equal to, so this is the downward deflection. So down coming from B to A, this load coming through the downward direction, not upward direction, downward direction. So downward direction is nothing but a downward bending moment. Downward bending moment represents a negative sign, and a point load represents a formula force into distance. So force equal to 5 and distance equal to 3. Distance equal to 3. Perpendicular direction, perpendicular angle. So 5 into 3 is nothing but 15 kilonewton into meter. Okay, and next diagram, BMD due to UDL, due to UDL 10 kilonewton per meter. This is the next diagram. So for the UDL diagram, these for the UDL BMD values, you can assume diagram like this. This cantilever beam, free end, one end is fixed, other end is free, and acting a UDL, that span length is nothing but 2 meters, and the remaining span length is 1 meter. 1 meter. So this is the A, and this is the C, and this is the B. Okay, so for the BMD diagram due to UDL load, these combination of UDL and point load, but after deduction of these point load, you can find the UDL values for this diagram only. For this diagram, so moment at B equal to, there is no value. Why? Because here no acting loads, that is point load and UDLs. And next to moment at C, moment denoted letter is M, and at C equal to, so first point moment value is 0, you can assume as 0. So and next to moment at A equal to, so coming from C to A, so there is acting a UDL load. That UDL load is 10 kilonewton per meter. For this UDL, the moment formula is downward deflection. So downward deflection represents a negative sign. And next UDL formula is WL into L by 2. So W is nothing but 10 and L is nothing but span length, acting distance is 2, and L by 2. L by 2 is nothing but span length L and 2 by 2. So 2 cancel, minus 10 into 2, 20 kilonewton into meter. So kilonewton into meter is the units of movement, is the units for movement. Minus 20 kilonewton into meter. Here also coming at a minus sign, and here also coming at a negative sign. Here also coming a negative sign. And for the BMD due to 5 kilonewtons at the reference baseline here, so you can draw a diagram from B. Why? Because the load starting point is B and ending point is A. So here movement at B equal to 0 and movement at A equal to minus 15. So minus sign represents a downward deflection. So minus 15 and here point and here point. So this point load in the form of a inclined line, not in the form of a parabolic shape. So parabolic shape represents a UDL. So inclined line represents a point load. So here these diagram for point load. So you can draw a inclined line for the meeting of from B to A. So this is the negative sign and this is the center of gravity point. For this triangle. Why? Because this looks like a triangle. So for this triangle, this is the center of gravity point. And this negative deflection is minus 15 kilonewton into meter is the height of this triangle. And this is the base of this triangle. And this is the height of the triangle. This height is 3 meters. So this base is 15 kilonewton into meter. So these values is used to find a area of BMD. So next diagram is BMD due to UDL, that is 10 kilonewton per meter. So here MB equal to no value. So here MC equal to 0 starting point and MA equal to minus 20. So minus 20 represents a downward deflection. Why? Because here negative sign. And from C to A. So in the portion of C to A acting a UDL load. So for this UDL load in the form of a parabolic shape for meeting a point at C and A. This is a parabolic shape. Not in the form of a inclined line, in the form of a parabolic shape. So this is the negative sign and this is the center of gravity point for this parabolic diagram. This is the center of gravity point. And next from center of gravity point to the point B is nothing but x2 bar. From B to the center of gravity of BMD is assumed as a x2 bar. Okay, listen carefully. This is the distance of the BMD from B to the center of gravity point is nothing but x2 bar. And next this is the center of gravity for the first diagram, that is point load. So this the distance from B is nothing but x1 bar. So listen carefully. The distance of BMD to the center of gravity from B is nothing but x1 bar. Okay, I repeat once again. The distance from center of gravity of BMD from B is assumed as a x1 bar. Okay, and next let me find the areas. So area of total diagram, area of BMD equal to, formula is area of BMD due to 10 kilonewtons, sorry 5 kilonewtons, plus area of BMD due to 10 kilonewton per meter. Okay, repeat once again. Area of BMD, area of this total diagram BMD is equal to area of BMD due to 5 kilonewtons and area of BMD due to 10 kilonewton per meter is the formula. Okay, this looks like a triangle. So the triangle area formula is half into B into H. So this looks like a parabolic curve. So the parabolic curve area formula is 1 by 3 into base into height. So for the 1 by 3 base into height, is the area formula for this parabolic shape. So let me write a area formulas for these both diagrams. So that is rectangle shape is 1 by half into b into h plus and for the UDL 1 by 3 into b into h. So 1 by 2 into base equal to nothing but for these diagram base is 15 and height is 3. Base is 15, height is 3. So base is 15 and height equal to 3 plus 1 by 3 into base into height. So base equal to nothing but here base equal to 20 kilonewton into meter. At MA equal to 20 kilonewton into meter. So these for this diagram base equal to 20 and height equal to, for this diagram only ends at C, not continuous till B. So this height is nothing but 2 meters. So the remaining span is 1 meter. Okay, so height is 2 and base is 20, height is 2. So 1 by 3 into base is 20 and height is 2. Okay, you can simplify these equations. You can get the area of total diagram, that is 35.83 kilonewton into meter square. Kilonewton into meter square is the units. So how to get these units is 15 kilonewton into meter. These three is in meters. So kilonewton into meter, kilonewton into meter square. Okay, and next you can find a AX bar. You can find a AX bar, and AX bar is nothing but area into X bar, the centroid distance of a diagram. So AX bar formula is A1 X1 bar plus A2 X2 bar. A2 X2 bar. So A1 is nothing but A1 is nothing but 45 by 2, 22.5. So X1 bar is nothing but A1 is nothing but here A1. So simplify these values, you can get 22.5, that is the area of a first diagram. So X1 bar is nothing but this is the X1 bar. I already told you this is the X1 bar from B to the center of gravity point. So this looks like a triangle. So the triangle center of gravity formula is 2 by 3 into L. 2 by 3 into L. Okay, and next to plus A2. A2 is nothing but area of second diagram. So area of second diagram is 40 by 3. So there is nothing but 13.33 and X2. So X2 is nothing but this is the center of gravity from B is nothing but X2 bar. X2 bar. For the parabolic shape, the formula is from B. Only from C to A, the center of gravity point, from C to center of gravity point is nothing but 3 by 4 into L1. 3 by 4 into L1. But from these formula from C only. But we required from B, the center of gravity from B. So from B to center of gravity point, the remaining span length is 1. So adding these span length to the center of gravity formula. So this is 3 by 4 into L1 plus L minus L1. So nothing but 3 by 4 into, what is the L1 value? So here L1 substitution, L1 is equal to 2. L1 equal to 2 and L minus L1 equal to 1. So L1 equal to 2 plus L minus L1 equal to 1. So this is the formula for the center of for the parabolic curve from B to the center of gravity point. So 3 by 4 into 2 plus 1. Okay, so simplify this equation, 22.5 and 2 into 3, L is nothing but 3 plus 13.33 and 3 by 4 into 2 plus 1. Okay, you can simplify this equation, you can get 55.83 kilonewton into meter cube. Why? Because this area in the terms in kilonewton into meter square and this length is in meters. So kilonewton into meter square into meter, kilonewton into meter cube. So after getting the area of BMD and AX bar, so final we get the maximum slope and deflection. So for this diagram, maximum slope and deflection occurs at B point, occurs at B point, occurs at free end, occurs at free end. That free end is nothing but B. So slope at B is equal to maximum slope, is equal to maximum slope. Denote letter I at B equal to, or I maximum equal to, so formula is A by EI from Morse theorem 1. So A is nothing but you get the value of A value 35.83 by EI. So EI is nothing but in the problem E value 200 and I value 86.10 to the power of 3. So E equal to 200 and I equal to 86.10 to the power of 3. Okay, and the conversion value for the units. So let me see the units in the denominator is 200 E into I. So E units is in the problem kilonewton into mm square. So I units is mm power 4. So these cancel, both units are cancelled. Kilonewton into mm square is the remaining units. But is in the numerator kilonewton into meter square by kilonewton into mm square. So the both the units are not similar. Only one unit is similar, that is kilonewton into kilonewton. But there is required to change from meters to mm, change from meters to mm or mm to meters. So I am going to change these units from meter to mm. For the changing of meter to mm, you can multiply with 10 to the power of 6. Why? Because these meter into these meter for changing into mm, 10 to the power of 3 is the multiply value, whole power square. So 3 into 2 6. Okay, 3 into 2 6. So these units in changing into kilonewton into mm square after multiply with 10 to the power of 6. The both the units are cancelled. The remaining unit, there is no units. So units for slope is radians. So in the numerator you can multiply with 10 to the power of 6. So the both the units are cancelled. Kilonewton into mm square and kilonewton into mm square. The both the units are cancelled. So for these simplify these value, you can get 0.002083 is the answer. Okay, the both the units are cancelled. There is no units. So remaining units is radians for the slope units. And this is the answer of I maximum or IB, maximum slope or max slope at B. This is the answer. And next to deflection. So for this problem, the maximum deflection occurs at B, that is the free end. Maximum deflection that is YB, deflection denominator Y or Y max. The formula is AX bar by EI. AX bar by EI. AX bar by EI is nothing but from Morse theorem to denoted a deflection. AX bar equal to 55.83 by EI is nothing but 200 is the E value, 86.10 to the power of 6 is the I value. Okay, for changing these units in the terms in, so these units in the terms is kilonewton into meter cube, but in the denominator we remaining units is kilonewton into mm square, kilonewton into mm square. Okay, so for the changing of these meter cube into mm square, for the changing of these meter cube into mm cube, meter to mm you can multiply with 10 to the power of 3, so whole cube, so equal to 10 to the power of 9, 10 to the power of 9. So after simplify, after conversion of these units from meter cube to mm cube, you can get answer in mm, you can get answer in mm, but multiply with 10 to the power of 6, so the remaining meter is here. Okay, so you can get answer in meters, but if you multiply with 10 to the power of 9, directly you can get answer in mm, answer in mm. So this is the units can be changed into kilonewton into mm cube after multiply with 10 to the power of 9. Here units is kilonewton into mm square. So these units are cancelled, these units are cut, the remaining unit is mm. Okay, so simplify these both values, so you can get 3.2459. 3.2459. The remaining unit, what is the remaining units? Mm. So you can put here mm. So this is the answer. This is the y maximum and yb answer. This is the slope at b, that is also denoted as maximum slope. Okay, so this is the solution. This problem is very important for your upcoming exams. So you can practice by multiple problems, which is in the review questions, that is after the chapter, last pages of the chapter. Okay, practice once. Thank you.